Hey Viper community, what's going on? This is Nejo, and this is my Dodge Viper right here. It's my 1999 Dodge Viper RT10, and I love everything about this thing. But I want to do 5 things that I love about my Dodge Viper, just the 5 things that stick out to me. All right, the number 5 thing that I like about this Dodge Viper is that it has 0 driving aids. I prefer vehicles without any driving aids whatsoever. I feel I have a better understanding of the car. There's a better feeling for it. I can feel the road. That's just my opinion. I don't like cars with driving aids. For example, the Mazda 6 or the Mazda 3, like my sister-in-law has. You know, all those little knickknacks to warn you, like there's a car next to you. That's just too confusing. And plus, I don't care that my stereo doesn't really play in here too. You know, I don't want all that tech stuff. I just want a pure, raw performance vehicle, and that's exactly why I purchased the Dodge Viper finally. And plus, you know, they're gonna discontinue Vipers, so why not invest into this? And plus, it was a steal, and I'll explain that in another episode later on, and how much I bought this Dodge Viper for in its almost immaculate condition. You'll see why it was a steal. Anyways, yeah, so no driving aids. I love it like this. I feel if you want the pureness of a supercar as such, you got to go without driving aids. That's just me. And like launch control, I've actually had to ask this last month, what the heck is launch control? You know, like, do you need help with your car when you're trying to take it to the strip? You know, like, I don't need that. Believe me, we're good there. So that's the number 5 thing that I like about a Viper. The number 4 thing is the pedals and its positioning. Now, now this one is a tricky one, because when I first bought the Viper, I've driven a lot of different manuals or standards, whatever you want to call them, and you sit straight, right? But with this one, it's so different because you're sitting at an angle, and I thought that was really unique about it. But I had to take some getting used to it, you know? So I remember when I was on a highway here in San Antonio, I was on a highway, and I guess I kind of had one of those dumb brain fart moments. And what I thought when I was pressing in the clutch was actually the brake, and here I am with the Viper controlling it, you know, and kind of did a little pucker factor for a minute. But, you know, with experience, you know, you don't hesitate, you don't panic or anything. You got to correct that. So that was a little one of those aha moments. Like, it got me good, you know, totally unexpected. And but yeah, it's just the position of the pedals and the way the pedals are angled. I think that's really unique. I think it's really cool. And the shifting is great. You know, I get a workout every now and then in the traffic, and I do like to work out, or I used to like to work out. I don't need to work out no more. I'm already settled down. I got my wife, I got my kids, we're good. I don't need all that. But no, I still get a workout in this. I know sometimes my triceps and my calves, or my left calf will be hurting because oh God, it's a pain in the ass, but I love it. I love it. So it's the pedals and the positioning of it is my number 4 thing, what I love about this Viper. Again, it's so unique. And number 3 thing, it would be that the Viper owns you, okay, and it wraps around you. And what I mean by that is that when you sit in the Dodge Viper, you're literally hugged in there. You're hugged. It's a beautiful experience. It's like the car definitely owns you. And I'll explain that one too. Is that you don't own the car, you know. And when you're driving, I don't like to press on the gas when I go around certain bends, because I could kind of feel the car try to slide out, you know, a little bit, or kind of lose the road just a little bit. So you're always paying attention. You're always focused when you're driving one of these amazing American classic. Well, it's not a classic yet, but it will be a classic. So when you're driving one of these supercars, it definitely owns you. You got to pay attention. You got to keep focused on her. You know, and I think that's really beautiful about it. Any other car, you're in there, it's boring. You just don't have fun with it, you know. And then here you're wrapped around it. You know, you're in God's graces of the American manufacturing of this. That's number 3. That's number 3. Why I love it. You know, she owns you. You don't own her, and she'll take care of you once you're in there. But you got to respect her. The number 2 thing is the interior color. Now, this is my interior. Got that cognac interior. I don't even know if I said that word right. But I know when I was looking for Dodge Vipers, I was looking for about 6 months. 6 months straight, but then every day for the last couple of months before I landed my RT10. And what I noticed, a common trend in the Dodge Viper community when people were selling their Vipers, is that they weren't in near immaculate condition, especially with the GTSs, because that was my thing. I wanted to get a GTS, and I didn't really favor the RT10 Roadster. It's just because of the way that the rear end looks, you know. And then came across this one. I came across this one after actively searching for 2 months. 2 months every day. This one was in Virginia, and I had a couple of my special forces buddies go out and check out the car for me. And they said, "Hey, Nejo, you have to get this car. You know, you have to get it." The price tag was up there. And I was like, well, you know, send me some pictures. Let me see the tread wear of the tires. They did all that. I loved it. It was in near immaculate condition. And I was like, I'm going to talk the price down. But again, that's going to be in a later episode and how much I talked this baby down. You're going to see why. But yeah, it's the interior. The interior is what sold me. There's no nicks, no damages on it. There's no wear on it. This RT10 is just perfect. It is perfect. And after a while, I grew to love the RT10 after owning it. But guys, when you have a GTS, don't beat it to hell. I know these cars can take it, but goodness. But I grew to love it, and I will purchase another Viper down the line if my wife says I can, because I had to sell an import that I had that was amazingly quick. It was a sleeper. I had to sell that one just to purchase this one, and I sold it for very cheap. And okay, it was well known around San Antonio, so that just kind of tells you like, I'll get this. So okay, so that's number 2. It's the interior color. I was sold on that, and I love it. And the number 1 thing why I love this Dodge Viper is because it's my dream car. Believe it or not, I've collected the Hot Wheels. I built the models, the die-cast models. I've collected it. And I think what got me into the Dodge Viper in general was that I think I saw it in the Driver Road and Track. I think it was in Road and Track. Don't quote me on that. And I remember I saw a Generation 1. I mean, I am young. I'm 31. So it was a Gen 1 Viper. And I thought it looked so unique compared to all the supercars out there. And personally, I don't like the way Ferraris or Lamborghinis look nowadays. I don't like them. The only old school Ferrari I do like, and I know I'm gonna piss off a lot of people, you know, saying I don't like Ferraris or Lamborghinis, but the only Ferrari that does make sense is the Ferrari F40. That is a beautiful freaking supercar, and I was looking to purchase one too, but nope, it's okay. I didn't like the maintenance costs on that. And I don't make that much money to afford that kind of maintenance cost for it. So, but the Ferrari F40 is a beautiful piece of work. And I wish I could see one up close. So if you have a Ferrari F40, please let me know. I'm in South Texas. You know, I'm in South Texas, and if you haven't, just let me come check it out. I gotta check that out. That's my second favorite dream car. Anyways, but it goes back to this one. So I'm cutting out pictures from the Road and Track, and I'm pasting it all over the walls, you know, doing like typical kids do. And just collecting and collecting and collecting. And I always told my family, I'm going to own me a Dodge Viper one day. My family would tell me, oh yeah, okay, you know, whatever, you know, you're not going to be able to afford it, whatever, whatnot, right? And I said that throughout so many years. Okay. And then I went into, I think, Custom Sounds and kind of inner San Antonio, and they had a red Gen 1 Dodge Viper on their show floor. And I just had to get a picture in that Gen 1. And the guys, the gentleman there, they let me take a picture in it. And I'm doing one of these things. And I know I posted that picture up on on the Viper treads. And yeah, so, you know, I'm doing this thing in the red Gen 1 Viper. You know, you don't have the windows, you don't have anything. And I remember just sitting in there, and I sunk in a seat. But it felt like a cockpit. And I was so amazed by it. And when they opened the hood for me, when I saw the detail of the engine and how big that V10 was, I was exuberant, very exuberant at that point in time. And that picture was taken in 1999. So the irony behind that is that This one is a 1999. However, it's a Gen 2. So, so when I found that comparison right there, I showed my family, and they were they were laughing about that. But yeah, the Viper is definitely my dream car. I own my dream car, and I've always said it for so many years I was gonna buy it. And I finally did after permission with the wife, and obviously selling my other baby that I had. I could beat this off the line. I put it like that. But yeah, this is my dream car. I'd rather have my dream car than that. So I own it. I love it. I'm not ever gonna sell this or trade this whatsoever. But I do plan on getting a GTS eventually down the line. And I like the Gen 5 Vipers, but nothing compares to the beauty and the engineering behind the Gen 2s. And when GTS first came out, that was the cream of the crop, you know. So you boys with them GTSs, I gotta check one out too, you know. Just let me know. I would love it, to include the Gen 5s, you know. To the guys with the Gen 3 and 4s, you know, it's kind of like one of those. I can't really explain. They kind of look like Corvettes to me, but I do appreciate a Viper wherever I go. I love Vipers, so you know, I'm always willing to check them out, you know. But I'm just glad Dodge went back to the Gen 1 and Gen 2 plans when they came out with the Gen 5. They went back to the basics pretty much, and that's what I enjoyed about it. But yeah, that's my number one thing that I love about my Viper, is that I own my dream car. So there goes my top 5 things, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.